Hey everybody, hope your day's going well. I don't know what to say, but I thought, well, I want to hit the button, see what comes out. Took some notes and stuff, but I don't know if I'll go over them all. I probably won't. Anyways, hope things are going all right. I watched Trump give his inauguration. About 80% of everything out of his mouth was a lie. Lie, la, lie. Lie, la, lie, lie, la, lie, la, lie, lie, la, lie, la, lie. And, but a few key things, kind of got my attention. And yeah, you could say, no, he meant it the other way when he was in a retaliatory section of his speech and bragging on himself as the tough guy and all that. And he mentioned how he can, how did he put it? Oh yeah, I can find diseases that can wipe out a whole nation. Yeah, bet you can. Who thinks of that kind of stuff? Of course, keep in mind, he's trying to wipe out the Center for Disease Control, technically. But anyways, that one kind of got my attention, and one could say, nah, he meant that the other way, because I questioned that too, but then I took the totality of what's going on in his whole life and what I know up to today. Anyways, I thought it was respectful and the right thing to do under the assault that our nation is still under, for the Democrats to handle it how they did. Good signs. What are you going to do? Not everybody is woke enough to see the attack that we're having. They sit there and clap like hyenas over every lie he says and touts, like, we prop you up in Musk, in Trump we pleasure, and in Musk we trust. Which, whole reason I believe they're going through all that, so they can steal as much money by means of a tax design, so they can shift their money, buy it here and there on all the allowances that are tax-free allowances they can create in their tax thing. This is why they're trying to shut off aid to children around the world. This is why they're hacking and not paying and trying to draw money. It's tax season. It's tax season, baby, and they want it all raked in. Another statement Donald said, surprised he did it. He was kind of bold, or he just slips and messes up. This one, tariffs will make us rich. Make America great again. Now, which is it? Are those tariffs going to make all of you rich out there in America? You farmers and beyond? Yeah. Now they're going to make them more rich. Well, how's that? Well, the tariffs get paid. I don't know. I didn't look it up, but shipping yards or whatever. However, the tariffs get collected, that's revenue. Paid for by us and their neighbors, Mexico and Canada. It causes the people in these countries, the everyday working people, to pay higher prices and struggle worse, so that tariffs are funneling through. Sometimes when you're in business, you can be kind of broke, but if it keeps running in, it keeps coming in, it's survival mode. Well, they're trying to survive by getting rich, as he pointed out last night. And so this is the whole purpose, part of the whole purpose. There are many forks in the road, as he had also said. But in the financial, the heist part, it's as simple as that, because they can make trillions collectively, these rich oligarchs, by taking it from programs that run our country. And they want to tear it down. We need smaller this. We don't need big government. I don't care if you imagine you had an oil change shop, a couple bays, and what's next to it? An office. An office. You got to have an office, take the money, track a few employees, whatever. You got an office. That office is almost a third of the size of the place. Pick any business, any factory, any plant. How big's the administration section to the work going on out in the plant? There's a big administrative side. There's an office side. Office workers and the blue collars. Yeah, I'm looking at them privileged people working. But you get it. You get my point. There's an administrative side to run anything worthwhile in anything business-like or structured. The government's not quite a business, so its structuring has different reasons. Something, is it helpful? Is it harmful? Would be the best guide possible. Helpful or harmful? It's not difficult. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know helpful from harmful. It's simple. Let's remember that. Helpful or harmful? And so if you got a big, beautiful country that you actually love instead of want to destroy so you can get yourselves richer and go anywhere else in the world with your trillions, and it's easy to fool people because they're not used to this level of dishonesty and distrust. And then some of them laughing hyenas, the sackless ones, and that I saw last night, they are in on how they're going to get the best, tax years and stuff of their life as well. So, how many people would like to have a little, whoa, man, no one's got a cushion. But that's what it's about, and they're willing to go down kicking, screaming, fighting, and spinning and buffering lies and talking about things that aren't even important, or they are important but they swing it different. It's easy themes, easy to see, and you cannot. So anyways, you got the other fork in the road is the other attacks that I've told you about. You've got a shadow government sent in by probably Putin by means of Musk, funded by the American people, planned for a long time. This Yaldabaoth Energy's been coming on the scene and wants full obedience. It's back to that. That's why the Christian nationalists stick to that ideology so much. That's why they could get in bed together with Donald Trump and his Putin-like Nazism, really. It's because in the belief mainly structured in that those who take those written words literal and believe Yaldabaoth and Christ have some sort of union with each other, other than one's representing maybe the shadow side and one's maybe representing your higher self. In your spirituality, in your mind, in your head. Yeah, that's what's going on. But Yaldabaoth, they're a serious group and can be spiteful, malignant, even deadly. So it ain't funny what's happening. I still hear people, I'm making lists when I hear people that spin it in a way that like Democrats are doing. I may not know I don't agree with all other people. I only can know what I know. But when I see as a whole, those who are choosing helpful or harmful, that's an easy line to see. It don't take a rock. I said that. It don't take a scientist to know. helpful or harmful. If Christ were here, do you think he would behave in a way that would separate, segregate, and do all the hate crap and well, let's do anything to the people to get ourselves rich or to get an advantage in the power in the world by any means, by betraying, making the United States a flip-flopper on who we support and who we help? Do we see where we're sitting? Do we see what's happening? I hope we can. I hope we can. And then them Trump Nation lovers chanting USA, they don't know what's the U in that, sackless ones. What's that U? United. All I know, you guys are united in one common type of energy. Sackless. Yaldabaoth, Demiurge. Same. There's where you're at. You're united there, but Christ would be a whole united as one flesh. Even that's in your Bible when they all, if that time wasn't cut short, all flesh. What did they call flesh? Flesh. You're stuck in this old duality. There's only a man, there's flesh, and there's mind. Enjoy the world. But no, there's some that can't see any better than gotta go destroy it. It'll be a bloodbath. I don't get what I want. I want adoration. I want all the glory. Build me a gold big statue. Put my face on the mountain. Ha ha. Crap. It's funny. Trump says they'll be woke no longer. Yeah, you'll be asleep forever. Would Jesus be considered woke? Like maybe he's alert enough to know what is racism, what is hatred, and what love really means. That in that book that you don't read, that says there'll be people from every tongue, tribe, and nation standing before the throne, before God. Are we standing before God? We already are. If you look in the mirror, only if you find it. Yeah, because you can't get out of your own head. You'll be spinning, cheating and stealing. Oh, let me tell you a story about a Donald John. I'll tell him every day to keep his diaper on. Yeah, thankfully, so far, we don't know if Supreme Court will keep this pattern up, but Supreme Court's upholding the lower courts on the crimes that this administration and the fake shadow when it's intruded without anyone voting for that. So how this charade goes on as if it's normal, it's surprising. But anyways, lost my thought. Yeah, Donald touted a whole bunch of lies and false statements as if he's starting to know that people only listen to his news sources. It's amazing. And people still believe it somehow. But they're going to fill this one because I don't know how long, because of people's gullibleness, of letting this kind of conduct get in there and do this, gutting and tearing up the country as much as you can, only with the main goal of getting this extra big money. I think they sold trillions on the last tax time, and based on Donald's arrangement of it. And so they want it big again, and to do that, they got to rake in more money than the money has to be there, or the payout's kind of not so good and wouldn't work for them. Yeah. And not to mention there's multiple war scenes going on, so they've psychologically weakened and took down Ukraine and are planning that takeover, and we have to watch the maneuvers that are happening right before our face right now. Yeah. That's why that place was divided, with people sitting. You'd think they want to come there and have to sit silent and hold up the signs, "He's a liar," and Elon steals and all that. There's no way they could enjoy that. They'd rather have some normalcy with adults in the room running things over on the other side, and not Russian actors who come in with a mission to destroy our country in conjunction with stealing as much money they can from us on the way out. And if they weaken us down to whatever, oh well, yeah, we probably will recover. We are sitting geographically in a great spot in the world for growth and for things. If we don't have those who seek to destroy it, the enemy from within, especially penetrate all the way and lie his way in to to be considered our president. When Elon is calling the shots. You think Donald Trump wanted to do Donald Trump wanted anything to do with rare minerals out in Ukraine? Maybe no one does. That just could be the thing. But they probably do, because you also get to dig around. It's easy to make yourself those big directional bore units heading any way you build it. Anyways, you never know. Oh, I quit hiding from the knowledge tree. What kind of world would this be if more quit hiding from the knowledge tree? Stories get reversed, stories go astray. Oh, there's a creator God story, and I'll do my best to portray. It's that Yaldabaoth energy, the writings of him. Gets ingrained, and so that's why they cozy up together with the Christian nationalists, because of control over other people, the control part. When Jesus would have probably, would no doubt agree with universal laws, where we are made, the whole universe is made of the same thing, technically. And we are one with the universe. We're in unity. I'm in union with you. You're in union with me. These are Jesus kind of words. In fact, while we're on Jesus kind of words, if there's anything I would say is worthy of mentioning as a sin and that they wrote in that Bible, here it is. Here it is. I'll try to say it in a King James style. He that knoweth to do good, but doeth it not, to him it is a sin. So to the one that knows to do good and doesn't do it, that's a sin. Good, just good or bad, helpful, harmful, maybe even truth and lie. Rare occasions, who knows what, if there's dividings from almost everything, but especially things that matter. helpful or harmful. Him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it's a sin. Are you doing good, Donald? Are you making your Christian nationalists proud? Yep. And then he makes these, whatever he writes up that he intends to make into law. But the death penalty for anyone that'd kill a police officer, well, that should extend to anyone who creates a situation that gets a police officer killed, I would think. That sounds reasonable anyways. But your laws will make it worse out there because if you're being attacked, if you're a personal citizen and you think you're being attacked for your life, and maybe this officer didn't announce it or you didn't hear it while they were slamming your head into and you killed them in some fashion. So for cases of self-defense, yeah, this law is just not even. That's not a good law, because if you were in that situation, you'd feel better not letting him kill you at this very moment, if that's what your fear is. So you'd kill them and take your chances later if they're gonna kill you in some way for your death penalty. In fact, you'd be safer to go ahead and kill the cop early to buy yourself more time if you thought for sure he was about to shoot me or kill me in some fashion. It's a screwed up idea, screwed up thinking, and I think our fake president's already guilty of it. So anyhow, I'm just one individual. It's my concepts. And thankfully, so far, we still have freedom of speech for now. Yeah. And then he still said last night, yeah, only if you buy cars in America. If those automakers admit it, for many, many years, there's not been a fully 100% American-made car in a long time. We have some in this piece of land, if you count Canada and Mexico, we get some fully in our own zone over here. But our current president wants to pit little wars against our neighbors. Jesus would say, love your neighbor as yourself. So let's have some free trades, and whatever is best is best. Okay? It'll work itself out. We don't have to, you gotta better come back to here and let's close ourselves up in our big old bird cage and put a dome over us. Anyways, just thinking out loud. And songs hit my head all the time, and I want to sing that, and I'll sing that one time. But by the time I get on here, I just, feel different, and it goes how it goes. But glad I got to do it again, and appreciate you if you listen to it, and hope you have the best days you can. Have a good one.